Hello, all greetings. This is Gilles Mansion. I wanted to come and say hello. Today is a much better. I feel much better than yesterday. I'm sorry. I must apologize for sometimes since I make those videos every day, and sometimes I'm transmuting huge amounts of energy. I have sometimes I could still have tendency to allow myself to give power to those ego energy, those shadows of the outer world. And so, but we're moving into this point of liberation that is very close. There is all kinds of higher energies that are getting involved more and more to eliminate all the dark shadow matrix, the draconian programs, and humanity could find themselves very free. So utilize your energy to dissolve this program and connect to the higher galactics, because that's what they're doing. And so as you participate, you anchor this energy. So ask for freedom, ask for liberation of the planet, ask for humanity's awakening. I'm going to pull some cards. I'm going to go all around the Zodiac to see what maybe for this coming month, for this full moon in Sagittarius. For the Zodiac is all the aspect of consciousness we need to integrate. In Aries is the beginning. It is where it starts. It is in the spring, and so for all the Aries, but for everybody, it is what is potential, what is before us, and here we have patience. Patience is really, once we become patient, we're no longer in a hurry. There is only here and now, any event, and here and now and you. There is nothing else. There is nothing to, once we understand what is just here and now, there is no, we can start to utilize all kinds of energy that we find here and now. There is no more need to always project ourselves. Then there is in Taurus is what is actual, what we possess is this compassion. We possess compassion. We understand we can always develop more compassion. The more lucidity and more courage we have, the more our compassion, our love will grow. We want to be compassionate towards ourselves and also do the good deeds to others, to be benevolent in relationship to life as much as possible. What we see in Gemini, happy birthday to all the Gemini. For soon, it's just the end of Gemini. And we have this Sagittarius full moon. So here is the mental activity, is what's going on, our mental activity. It's also the potential of travelings. And here we have recomfort. We are being recomforted. We are finding this, the love comes from the security of love inside. The freedom comes from the security of love inside. So we want to find a way to recomfort ourselves. Then in Cancer is the environment, the home environment, the inner world, and the immediate environment. And here we have the solution. So the solution comes from within for what we saw. So the finding this, for Spirit telling me that soon I'm going to be at home. I'm going to find my home. I'm going to be able to find to know that I have my own home. It's like rather than being seated between two chairs. So it is. I'm already embracing this potential and being humble to receive it all. And then in Leo is the passion. It is the children. It is all the things of the heart. It is family. It is, and here we have our mission. So our mission is we're called from the heart to fulfill a certain mission. Fulfilling our mission will give a higher sense of purpose into our life. For the more we are able to serve, the more fulfillment we find within life. Once we understand that we are all one, the more we are able to serve the life around us. Then in Virgo is how we nourish ourselves materially and spiritually. For the moon was in Virgo, it was opposing Neptune, and now it's moving in Libra. And here we have a renewal. It's a brand new beginning. So we're nourishing ourselves from this idea of starting something fresh, something new. Then in Libra is all the relationship, the social world. Whether it is personal or financial or business or all those things. For finance, it's more like Taurus and Cancer, but here it is all the relationship. Everything is relationship. We have a relationship to our body. We have a relationship to our life. We have a relationship to our belief. We have a relationship to God. We have a relationship to relationship. So our relationship to relationship is about serenity. It's about being serene, about being serenity is part of freedom. It is as we become lucid and serene. To be detached as much as possible. What comes from within, the depths of the subconscious in Scorpio, We have the card number 1, it is the energy. Everything comes from the one unified energy, then it becomes more, it becomes 2 in order to become more. But in this becoming more, there is all kinds of experimentation on the earth. So there is a past that can be sometimes happy, sometimes sad, sometimes comedy, sometimes drama, sometimes so it's some pretty, ugly. There is all kinds. Everything is being explored on the earth. So when we return to the source, could connect to the origin of all energy, everything is pure before it's even separated. It is one. Before it separates into 2, and then 2 will become 3. We'll find the balance, mind, body, and spirit. What comes from in Sagittarius, which is our higher mind, it is the centaur Chiron that's represented in the Sagittarius. It is our philosophy, our laws, and here we have communication. So it's all about communication. We are communicating more and more. We have to utilize communication, and soon there's going to be this great breakthrough. As soon as the media around the world will become free from the dark agenda, where the whole world will evolve quickly, because they will be able to use the media to get this kind of higher invitation to that inner connection, and the ascended master, the archangels, will be able to utilize the world's media, the galactics, in order to communicate very advanced messages that will assist the whole program. So we pray for that. The freedom will come through the information and communication networks. We can already find that on the internet, of course. What comes to us from the Great Mother in Capricorn, for right now there is this tension in Capricorn, the south node of the moon, which is the past, and then there is Saturn, which is the past and the responsibility in relationship to the past, that's conjuncting, that's coming to me, is the Lord of Karma, the Lord of change, the Lord of transformation, of the material grounding, which is Pluto. And so there is a lot of tension around that. But it is forcing us to reconsider all the systems of society. For Capricorn is the administrative structure, it is the institution. And here we have the choice. So we're going to be called to make higher choice, better choice, in order to find a more fluid society. Then in Aquarius we have, which is our hopes, our dreams, our friends. Here we have the meeting, the encounter. There is great joy that will be. We're looking forward to making new connection, to make those meetings, so that we can celebrate life together. And in Pisces is what is inevitable. It is the karma. And here we have complementarity. We're going to be complement to one another. We're going to find our complementarity in the world. But as we complete our own inner puzzles, we are able to fit within the puzzle of we become complement to the world. We are all important in this great puzzle of creation. And the outcome to this month's this moon that will continue to expand this action. We're going to be able to take some new action, to be able to move into a phase of more action. There will be no more waiting, although waiting is important, because as we wait we ascend, and as we wait we ascend, and it is while we wait that we ascend, and so it is important. But then once we are moved into this sphere of we are received the information from the heart, or we are called to do certain things, it is good to respond to the higher guidance as much as possible. It's about going with the flow, going with the flow in order to transcend, to transmute all the subconscious, all the past. So the past can be seen as one education. It was an education process, but it's nothing to be feared. And even the future, which is the unknown, once we integrate the past, we can meet the future with trust and faith. For in the fifth dimension, everything is created from the mind, and so. But we respect all our creation. Where in the third dimension, what's created in the mind is the dream world, which is not as tangible, but yet the fourth dimension is very real. And so we have to love and respect our own imagination, to continue to work with that. For perception is creation. What we perceive, we make real. For it is in quantum physics that has revealed that. And sometimes I see, well, not sometimes, but I know the light of God that is before me. For God works in many forms of light, many and incalculable number of frequency. But the frequency I see, the frequency I need to embody. But I continue to hope and move. Hope and work towards this envisionment. I call on this energy, I invoke this energy, but only God knows knows when I'll be fully ready to become that energy. For a long time, for sometimes I was very envious of my God self, for I know that God is so amazing. So even the soul is which is the go-between, is way beyond anything we can imagine. And so, but then I realized I am my soul, and my soul is friendly to me. It just wants my highest good, and it is just my resistance to this program that makes it that makes the past. But it's part of the process, and so eventually we so it's not about being for our I am presence is a presence that accompanies us during one incarnation, and if we're ready, and eventually the fusion can happen, the fusion where we become eternally one, and this is the ultimate outcome of incarnation, is to become one with this I am presence. Otherwise, we can also achieve this fusion a bit on the astral plane after we passed on, if we're ready to do that. Otherwise, if we're not ready, we will reincarnate. For once we fuse with I am presence, there is really no need for reincarnate, for the program has been fulfilled. But if we do that, we get a new I am presence. For the I am presence as a pre-personal spirit from paradise that are not allowed to make two incarnations on the same planet, for they have their own evolutionary plan. But when we're ready for fusion, we get an advanced minister, somebody has a lot of experience on a lot of worlds. And I also wanted to say that we have this I am presence that once we fuse, we are able to. It's a passport for paradise. It means we'll be able to traverse all the higher plane of the local universe, of the super universe. We'll travel the central universe, and we eventually emerge on paradise. But there are a lot of planets in our local universe that do not have those ministers. They have other forms of ministers, such as a minister that is a fragment of the Creator Sun, which give them this. It's just as wonderful, but then they will become citizen of the super universe, and other planets have a fragment of the mother spirits, which they will become a citizen of the local universe. Well, eventually everybody will move to paradise, but we need those spirits as minister in those realms. And so, but we have those I am presence, which is do call on them and become that as much as possible. If I would give any sort of advice, that would be the highest one, for it is your true self. It is really what we seek, is to connect, to become one. When we put just a few cards for the day, for the highest wisdom for us today is living or traveling. What we need to understand is finance. What we need to do is Atlantis. And the outcome is the Amerindian, maybe traveling to the United States. Well, I lived 20 years in the United States. I love America. I lived 7 years in LA, 3 years in New York, 3 years in Miami, 2 years in Denver, 1 year in Burlington, 1 year in Boulder, plus many other places. I have many friends and family. So, but I'll let you interpret that as it feels right. And so the paintings behind me. This is a painting about the 7 families of spirit beings. I included in this painting symbolically the wing makers. The wing makers, they have a website that is quite wonderful, although it's been pirated by by other extraterrestrial that created a bit of confusion in the site. But there's still some of the philosophy is amazing. Those beings they are humans from the 28th century that came back through time to create time capsules in order to assist humanity, in order to accelerate the path of progression. They said that they have the internet and the Berlin Wall was supposed in their own timeline happen a lot further down the line, but they came back through time in order to accelerate that, in order to change their own timeline. And so they have music, they have art, and some people, when they first come out this website, some people in the media, they were trying to, they did not believe, they thought it was a hoax, and so there is still sites that talk about that, but they said that I was the one who painted all the paintings of the wing makers. So what I answered when they asked me is that if I did it, it's me as a wing maker from the future, maybe, but not me in this incarnation, which they were trying to demonstrate that in relationship to some of my work and some of their work. And they're already presenting a global language, a number of signs that will, symbols that will be used to create this global language. For the wing makers, they're very advanced, they have wonderful music as well. And so they're here, but here there is the Paradise Trinity, the Supreme, the Ultimate, the Absolute, the Supreme Spirits, the Trinity Origin Beings, the Power Directors, the Power Center, the Energy Controllers, the Transcendentals, the Courtesy Colonies, the Finaliters, the Universe Aids, the Permanent Citizen of the Universe, the Personalities of the Infinite Spirit, the sons of God and daughters of God, and so it is a painting that I done in 2002 about the 7 families of spirit beings, and here it is a painting that's symbolic of the French flag, but it's also an homage to an American artist named Barnett Newman, who was like striking a painting with one line to say it is the touch of God that creates the separation between the world, between things, between people. For time is a constant, and time does not really exist, but it is a constant. It separates us from time and space are two energies that separates, but yet when they collapse, everything gets unified in the 5th dimension. So this will, I kind of like it. It's an interesting abstract painting. So I'm gonna, and one of the reasons, it's been said that one of the reasons why the American flag is blue, white, and red, or white, blue, and red, is because at some point there was this fight of independence in America to get the independence from the British Empire, and Lafayette came with troops that were sent to assist the Americans to become free from the English domination. And at the end of the war, when they achieved this liberation, they asked Lafayette, "What do you want to thank you?" And he said, "Well, just use the color of our flag for your own flags," and that's why we have the same color flags with Americans. For this group, eventually we will all realize that we have much more in common with our culture than what can separate us in any event and form. So, and we'll align our politics so it can be a win-win situation. But I'll keep that for another day. Those kinds of discussion. So I'm just going to sing this song. It's a song by. It's a song about. It says "Love Rescue Me." It's by Adam Clayton, Lawrence Muller, David Evans, Paul Hewson, and Bob Dylan. It goes like this. Love rescue me, come forth and speak to me, raise me up and don't let me fall. No man is my enemy, my own hands imprison me. Love rescue me. Many strangers I have met on the road to my regret, many lost who seek to find themselves in me. They ask me to reveal the very thoughts they would conceal. Love rescue me. And the sun in the sky makes a shadow of you and I, stretching out as the sun sinks in the sea. I'm here without a name, in the palace of my shame. Say, love, rescue me. In the cold mirror of a glass, I see my reflection pass. See the dark shades of what I used to be. See the purple of her eyes, the scarlet of my lies. Love rescue me. Yea, though I walk in the valley of the shadow, yea, I will fear no evil. I have cursed thy rod and staff, they no longer comfort me. Love rescue me. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la, sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la, sha-la-la, sha-la-la. I said, love, love, rescue me. I said, love, climb up the mountain. Said, love, I said, love, oh my love. On the hill of the sun, I'm on the eve of the storm, and my words you must believe in. Oh, I said, love, rescue me. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, I'm here without a name in the palace of my shame. I said, love, rescue me. I have conquered my past, the future is here at last. I stand at the entrance to a new world I can see. The ruins to the right of me will soon have lost sight of me. Love, rescue me. Well, thank you very much for sticking till the end, for love is really our true nature. We want to be rescued by love. We want to conquer whatever is not love within our life, for it is illusion that we have created in order to grow and learn from something. But we're moving into a time and space where all humanity will be able to free themselves and discover the true essence of their own love, or who they are. The card of the day is the Knight of Gabriel. Another case, the final card. It's like a bonus for those who stick till the end. Sure of himself, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. It is time to act. You are passionate for a cause. You know exactly instinctively what to do. So it's about riding this horse all the way home, to follow our own guidance, our own intuition, and let go of all those things that can still all the doubts as much as possible. Well, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and I wish you a wonderful Sunday, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.